Hello friend. Welcome to MovieMark. Today we have brought you some amazing non-stop action movies, which are masterpiece movies forever. They are currently available on Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max and Disney+. Hope you will like them. So let's start today's video. Number 10. The Balkan Line. This movie based on action war genres with 6.6 IMDb rating. After the NATO bombing of Yugoslavia in 1999, the Yugoslav army pulls out of Kosovo region, leaving Serbian people at the mercy of the Albanian UCK terrorists. A small band of soldiers must take over the Slatina airport and hold it until the Russian peacekeepers arrive. Number 9. SAS, Rise of the Black Swan. This movie based on action thriller genres with 5.2 IMDb rating. Special Forces operator Tom Buckingham is taking Dr. Sophie Hart from London to Paris to propose. When their train is deep inside the Channel Tunnel, Grace Lewis and her team of heavily armed war criminals seize the train and hold hundreds of passengers hostage. Grace threatens to expose the British government's darkest secrets and blow up the Channel Tunnel if her ransom demands are not met. Unarmed and cut off from his counter-terror team, Tom is Sophie's and the other passengers' only hope to get out alive. Based on the best-selling novel by former SAS operator Andy McNabb, SAS, Red Notice is a provocative and authentic portrayal of an emergency response operation and the singular mindset Tom needs to survive. Number 8. Snake Eyes. This movie based on action-adventure crime genres with 5.4 IMDb rating. After saving the life of their heir apparent, tenacious loner Snake Eyes is welcomed into an ancient, Japanese clan called the Arashikage where he is taught the ways of the ninja warrior. But, when secrets from his past are revealed, Snake Eyes' honor and allegiance will be tested, even if that means losing the trust of those closest to him. Number 7. Army of the Dead. This movie based on action crime drama genres with 5.7 IMDb rating. With the abandoned, walled city of Las Vegas overrun with zombies after a disastrous government fault, billionaire casino magnate Bly Tanaka realizes he has left something behind in Sin City, $200 million. But for the time being, his mountains of cash are safe behind an impenetrable casino vault. Now Tanaka is willing to pay $50 million to decorated former mercenary Scott Ward and his hand-picked team to retrieve the money before the US president nukes the entire city. Indeed, this is a life-changing offer Scott cannot refuse. Nevertheless, the rules have changed, and this time, the horde of the walking undead seems to be more organized than they might have expected. Above all, time is running out. Will Ward's crew return from Vegas in one piece and rich? Number 6. Major Grom Plague Doctor. This movie based on action crime genres with 6.3 IMDb rating. Police Major Igor Grom is known throughout St. Petersburg for his penetrative character and irreconcilable attitude towards criminals of all stripes. But everything changes dramatically with the appearance of a person in the mask of the Plague Doctor. Having declared that his city is sick with the plague of lawlessness, he takes up treatment, killing people who, at one time, escaped punishment with the help of money and high status in society. Society is agitated. The police officers are powerless. For the first time, Igor faces difficulties in the investigation, the outcome of which may determine the fate of the whole city. Number 5. Lone Survivor. This movie based on action biography drama, genres with 7.5 IMDb rating. Marcus Luttrell, a Navy SEAL, and his team set out on a mission to capture or kill notorious Taliban leader Ahmad Shah in late June 2005. After running into mountain herders and capturing them, they were left with no choice but to follow their rules of engagement or be imprisoned. Now Marcus and his team are left to fight for their lives in one of the most valiant efforts of modern warfare. Number 4. Mad Max Fury Road. This movie based on action-adventure science fiction, genres with 8.1 IMDb rating. An apocalyptic story set in the furthest reaches of our planet, in a stark desert landscape where humanity is broken, and almost everyone is crazed fighting for the necessities of life. Within this world exist two rebels on the run who just might be able to restore order. There's Max, a man of action and a man of few words, who seeks peace of mind following the loss of his wife and child in the aftermath of the chaos. And Furiosa, a woman of action and a woman who believes her path to survival may be achieved if she can make it across the desert back to her childhood homeland. Number 3. A Good Day to Die Hard. This movie based on action thriller genres, with 5.2 IMDb rating. Iconoclastic, take-no-prisoners cop John McClane, for the first time, finds himself on foreign soil after traveling to Moscow to help his wayward son Jack, unaware that Jack is really a highly trained CIA operative out to stop a nuclear weapons heist. With the Russian underworld in pursuit, and battling a countdown to war, the two McClanes discover that their opposing methods make them unstoppable heroes. Number 2. Total Recall. This movie based on action-adventure science fiction genres, with 6.2 IMDb rating. A remake of the film Total Recall, 1990, author Philip K. Dick's classic sci-fi short story We Can Remember It For You wholesale returns to the big screen starring Colin Farrell, Bryan Cranston, and Kate Beckinsale, and directed by Underworld's Len Wiseman. The planet has been decimated by chemical war in the late 21st century, leaving only two nations, the United Federation of Britain and the colony. Douglas Quaid, Farrell, is a factory worker with a stable job and a loving wife, but upon learning that a company named Recall could grant him the memory of the ultimate espionage adventure, he decides to take a virtual vacation. But in the midst of having the new memories implanted, something goes haywire. Number 1. Rambo. This movie based on action-adventure thriller genres, with 7.0 IMDb rating. Vietnam veteran John Rambo has survived many harrowing ordeals in his lifetime and has since withdrawn into a simple and secluded existence in Thailand, where he spends his time capturing snakes for local entertainers, and chauffeuring locals in his old PT boat. Even though he is looking to avoid trouble, trouble has a way of finding him. A group of Christian human rights missionaries, led by Michael Burnett and Sarah Miller, approach Rambo with the desire to rent his boat to travel up the river to Burma. For over 50 years, Burma has been a war zone. The Karen people of the region, who consist of peasants and farmers, have endured brutally oppressive rule from the murderous Burmese military and have been struggling for survival every single day. After some inner contemplation, Rambo accepts the offer and takes Michael, Sarah, and the rest of the missionaries up the river. So friends, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this.